Florida could be up for sale with privatization on the fast track, setting speed bumps to ban university professors from serving in the legislature, and gearing up parent involvement in education. Hello, I'm Andy Ford, President of the Florida Education Association, and welcome to Week 3 of the FEA Frontline Video Report. Two Senate bills that would clear the way for Florida lawmakers to privatize state functions, such as prisons, are speeding through the legislative process. Despite protests to slow down the privatization of South Florida state prisons and 3 hours of opposing testimony, Senate Republicans pushed through two proposed outsourcing and privatization bills. If passed, one of the bills would allow the legislature to create new laws to direct state agencies to outsource jobs. Senator John Thrasher told the committee privatization should be the legislature's prerogative.
We're moving too fast. We're moving, I would say, pertinent legislation. We're moving it to the floor without having the kind of discussion that we should have had.
We had a lot of discussion regarding privatization of prisons. I don't know if 4 years from now, 5 years from now, 6 years from now, when we're not here, whether a non-like-minded legislature would just one day say, or place into a proviso or place into the budget, I want to privatize Alligator Alley or FAMU Law School or something like that.
A House panel also cleared its version of the bill with a party line vote. Lawmakers are questioning the intent behind a proposal that could ban university professors and other higher education employees from serving in the legislature. The bill would prevent potential conflicts caused by a legislator voting on a proposal that could benefit the university or college where they're employed. But some lawmakers are calling the bill discriminatory and probably unconstitutional.
I think you'd also need to do K through 12. And under this bill, we would not have the services of many senators who we won't bother naming, but we all know who they are, and they've served well. And then what makes you an expert in the field would also prohibit you from serving in the legislature, frankly. We'd have to remove Garrett Richter as chair of banking because he owns a bank. I mean, how far do you want to have to go with this?
The Senate already has voting rules in place to prevent conflicts of interest among members. The bill barely slid through the committee. It has one more stop in rules before heading to the Higher Education Committee. Two bills aimed at getting parents more involved and empowered in their students' education are on the move. Senate committee members unanimously passed a bill that would allow parents of students in a failing school to choose a reform model after 3 years of continuous low performance. Parents could select to restructure or shut it down, convert the school to a charter, or hand it over to a private company. Lawmakers like the idea of schools partnering with parents, but say the bill lacks standards for private companies.
There is some potential for misuse of this, and that none of us want, and none of us can allow that to happen. And I've seen a lot of bills, far fewer than my colleagues, but this is one that has some potential for abuse.
Another bill would allow teachers to grade parents on their involvement in their child's education. The parent's grade of satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or needs improvement would be added to their child's report card. Some lawmakers say rather than providing incentives to empower parents, the bill would further weaken the teacher-parent-student relationship. Make sure to check out feaweb.org for the latest information on the legislative session. While you are there, sign up for FEA's Take Action alerts. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. But before we leave, we want to share the FEA Bill Watch List. These are important proposals that we need to carefully monitor throughout the legislative session. Make sure to stay up to date with the FEA Frontline Video Report. We'll see you next week.